Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2024. And as we do every single week on the KC Multifamily Minute, let's get right into some statistics for you here, looking to save you time. What's new on market? Well, currently the market, as it stands right now, there are 68 properties as listed on the MLS. Of those, 47 are still available, which means 21 are under contract. Some further criteria there, you got $500,000 and above is what we're talking about, and it's got to be built before 2020, so we don't really do any new construction discussion around that number. Just to keep it simple here, so again, 68 total, 47 are still available, 21 of those are under contract of the 68. And that's kind of that's how we see it on the MLS. Over on LoopNet, which also powers some slightly different opportunities for real estate investors, multifamily real estate investors in Kansas City. There's actually 43 that they have listed there. 36 of those are available. 7 are under contract. All right. So again, we all talk about how there's about 95% overlap there between the two platforms. So you're getting, if you're paying attention to the MLS, you're going to get 95% of everything you see on LoopNet in today's day and age, especially $500,000 plus. And of those, we have total between both LoopNet and the MLS, we actually have 6 total new properties. The way I see it, maybe 7, but I'm just going to call it 6 total new properties here in the last week that we're going to cover and talk about every single one of those here today. So first up, for my podcast listeners, I actually have my website up, legendaryapartmentbrokers.com, filtered down to just the multifamily listings here in Kansas City. And like I said, there's 4 new ones, and we're going to talk about all 4 of them. Let's start off with the property over here in Overland Park. This is a $500,000 triplex. I'm zooming into Overland Park. So it's basically at 87th and Metcalf, which is right in the heart of Overland Park. And it is very, very close to Metcalf, very, very close to 87th Street. It actually looks like a converted house. Maybe it was at some point, but it's $500,000 for a triplex. I would consider this a Class A-plus location. The building itself is not brand new. Looks like 1970s or so construction, maybe 80s, maybe 90s if we're lucky. But rents on this, if they're 2 bedrooms, should be $1,200 plus. And we've got a couple garages here as well. So I actually think this is a great opportunity. I would put this on my weekly deal flow email to all my subscribers out there. So if you're not on my list, email me, Alex at legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. I'll put you on my list so you can get access to further details here. But that's a triplex for us in Overland Park. Great looking deal. If you got a 1031 exchange, small one, $500,000 is the asking price. I think that would do well for you. Obviously, we got to dive deeper into the opportunity, but I do like that deal already. Let's get it. All right, next up, we've got a property that is on 37th and Wyoming. Basically, excuse me, podcast listeners, I'm zooming in here now. So 37th Wyoming is Midtown, the heart of Midtown. I maybe even talked about this, but this is west of Broadway, so well west of Main Street, north of Westport, 39th Street, heart of 39th Street corridor. Matter of fact, I just drove by it the other day, and it's an interesting opportunity. So it is, bear with me one second here. It is a 21-unit building, and so we've got an 8-plex, or actually no, it's just 21 units. So it was built in 1935 or so. It's all 1 bedrooms, classic Midtown style building. I don't know how else to put it. Flat roof, Class A location, Class A minus location. If you got a 1031 exchange and you want something around that $110,000 per unit, it's a great opportunity for you to get in here, get a property. One bedrooms should rent for $1,100 or so per month if they're done really nice and have washer and dryer in units. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these numbers. So Class A minus location, 1031 exchange, yes, it would fit into that. Even if you're an active investor, I think it would fit into that mold as well. So let me know if you want to take a look further at that one. All right, so that's 37th in Wyoming, heart of Midtown, 2.41 million for 21 units. Okay, moving on. Let's scroll back out here. Podcast listeners, I'm zooming back out to the entire metro for all the new opportunities. We have another one in the heart of Raytown. So this one is a 10, I think it's actually is 11 units. Let's take a look. But it is, purchase price is $979. It is 11 units for $979. It's been remodeled. It's in a good location. It's close to downtown Raytown, which is probably a class, C minus, no, not C minus, B minus, C plus kind of location. Has a mansard cedar roof or cedar feature all the way around the building for the most part with some brick. If you've got a 1031 exchange, you want something that is in this, maybe B minus, C plus area. A lot of it's been redone. It's got stainless steel appliances. It's got LVP flooring. Just real quick, doing the math on that since I'm not great at that kind of quick math. So you got $979,000 divided by 11, $89,000 per door. Looks like a pretty solid deal. Of course, depending on what rents are and really what you're looking to do in this kind of market. But bottom line is 1031 exchange investor, okay with a C plus, B minus area, or even an active investor could be an interesting opportunity for you. So in short, we've got 3 deals, and I think they're actually both pretty good deals to look at here. We've got another last new opportunity here for the MLS, but I'm using my website to power all the new listings here. We've got a fourplex for $835,000 in Lee Summit. Class A submarket. It's located off of Greystone, so Langsford and Todd George, which is, again, a Class A submarket. 4 units, $835,000. It's going to be over $200,000 per unit. I actually helped the current seller. I was a listing agent on it. He bought it through a different agent about 3 years ago. So familiar with it. I'm not sure from even my perspective, much as I love Lee Summit, $835,000 is probably going to be a stretch for most investors. But if you've got to be in Lee Summit, you could take a look at that. However, I've got several off market that might be a better fit for you there as well. At one point, there was an HOA there. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but keep that in mind when you're looking at this kind of deal. I know house hackers always find a way to make that work, but if you're looking for something like that, reach out to me. I've got several other deals that are maybe a bit more affordable. So let's talk further at that point in time. Okay, so that is the 4 on-market new MLS listings here in Kansas City that are multifamily, that are $500,000 and above. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump on over to LoopNet. So LoopNet, as we know, does power a lot of multifamily listings here in the Kansas City market. We covered 4 other ones off of MLS. Now we've got 2 here we're going to cover on LoopNet, one of which is a 60-unit apartment building in Shawnee. It's called Oakside Apartments. Many of you may have heard of this, maybe even saw it on my off-market list. It's 60 units, $7.25 million. There's a lot I like about this deal. It's been floating around out there for a while. I do think you should take a look at it if you're really wanting to get into the Johnson County market. For podcast listeners, this is Shawnee, Kansas, which is just west of Overland Park, Class A submarket. This particular building is north of 63rd Street and west of I-35. Again, 60 units, $7.25 million. Doing the math on that is $120,000 per door, which is actually about the going rate for a lot of Johnson County apartment complexes. So this is all going to come down to the details and what you can negotiate with the seller. I can help you with that because I'm very familiar with the listing agent. And I know the seller as well. So it is an interesting opportunity, guys. We've got 3 out of four out of five deals so far this week that are actually pretty good. 1031 exchange, you want to get in there. You want to get a 60-unit apartment complex, Class A location. Willing to spend $120,000 per unit or so. Come get you that. Love to help you out and talk about that further. All right. All right. The final new opportunity we have, podcast listeners, we're going to zoom in here to just east of the plaza. What am I looking at here? Sorry, wrong property. Just east of the plaza, Country Club Plaza, downtown, midtown area of Kansas City proper. It's a 36-unit apartment complex. I've got a client that owns a building next door that's a little bit smaller. Well, they're actually exact same floor plans. They're 1 bedrooms, 1 bath. But this is 36 units for $3.99 million. We'll call it $110,000 per unit. Love the location. Love the building type. I've helped several different buyers buy this asset over the years. This kind of asset class, the same floor plan. Love all of these different little pockets here. And like I said, we are east of the Country Club Plaza, east of the streetcar stop. Again, another nice great deal. It's a Class A minus submarket. I would say, just to be picky here, maybe just a regular Class A submarket. This particular building has all stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, washer and dryer in unit. I think this is a buy for somebody that can go in there and understand the market, wants to be part of the Country Club Plaza. If you've got maybe somewhere around $4 million for your 1031 exchange, let's look at this. I actually have access to other similar deals in that exact same pocket for, I would say similar, but maybe less price per unit, but less nice finishes. We'll put it that way. All right. So that's everything new on the market. Quick recap. We've got 6 new opportunities, $500,000 and plus. And this is the Kansas City Multifamily Minute. My name's Alex Olson with Legendary Apartment Brokers. Email me, alex@legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. We'll talk soon.